what happens if you lose feelings for your twin flame? If you felt all hot and heavy with them, and then suddenly everything goes numb? You might be thinking, what's happening? Is this normal? Is my relationship doomed? Is my twin flame not my twin flame? What's going on? There used to be these hot and heavy feelings, really hot, but then they just kind of fade away. What's actually happening? Well, I'm here to tell you that that's actually a good thing. So what's actually going on is many times in our lives we experience something called limerence. And limerence is when you have an infatuation with someone and you experience some intermittent reward system. So basically you're talking to someone, they give you a lot of attention, and then that makes you feel good, and then you seek their attention out, and it sometimes comes and sometimes doesn't. And that really taps into the part of your brain that's related to gambling, actually, but the intermittent reward system of your brain, where you become almost like addicted to a person. And this can actually happen with your twin flame, but let me tell you how you can heal it. If you had this infatuation period where you have these extremely high feelings, like your kundalini energy is rising, and that does happen, but what twin flame union is coming to do for you is to bring you back down into reality, to ground you in peace, because your harmonious twin flame union can only exist in the soil of unconditional love and peace. A lot of us are used to this adrenaline rush, this getting high in a relationship kind of feeling, this like being in love the way that it looks on movies. And I'm here to tell you, you can have a love that is as beautiful as the Disney movies with your true twin flame. But what you may start to realize is that you don't prefer those high highs that are accompanied with the low lows. You don't prefer that lack of grounded feeling. You prefer to stay stable and set and have a lot of peace in your life rather than go up and down and have a lot of mystery. I can't talk about this without talking about energy. So when you realize that you are an energetic being and you realize that your energy has to go somewhere. You have some energy in your body, in your spirit body, in your physical body, and it has to go somewhere. Otherwise it pools up and becomes stuck. So a lot of you who are watching my videos have a lot of energy behind your twin flame, behind being upset about your twin flame, or maybe wanting to know how to get back together with them. That's not a bad thing to want to know, because you're designed to be with them, right? The way to get back together is a healing process that I teach my clients, and it's an inner work process of self-love. When you've spent so much energy focusing on another person, and then suddenly you're in union, or suddenly that year you spent wishing that they would unblock you or text you, suddenly they do after you've done inner work, and you're like, wait a minute, now what, right? Well, now what? All of that energy that you used to spend looking towards them, trying to figure out how to get out of separation, all of that energy comes back to you, and you can do more. So this is the third piece that I want to talk about, and that is your life purpose. So getting into union is only the first step of your life, because the point is not just to get into union and then game over. That's the first step. So once you're in union, you can really fly together in one common purpose. So you and your twin flame have a purpose here on earth together. You're meant to partner together. How that looks for each couple is as unique as your thumbprint. Some couples do exactly the same thing, like they might coach other twin flames together. Other twin flame couples will have more of a complementary life purpose, like one person might cook, the other person might be a doctor, for example, right? And the goal is for you to learn what your purpose here is on earth with your twin flame. Now, you can do a lot of this process without them even needing to be in contact with you. How? Well, you start to follow your life purpose. And as you develop your life purpose, your twin flame life purpose naturally unfolds. And in fact, your life purpose, your reason for being on earth, and being yourself and giving your gift is actually what is magnetic to your twin flame, because you're being all of yourself. So many of you have had the experience of spending a lot of time and effort trying to get into union. I'm here to tell you that's not a bad thing. That shows your sincerity. That shows how loving you are towards your twin flame. That shows that you've got the right mindset, understanding that your twin flame is one with you. They are literally you. And so when you're making an effort to be with them and trying to turn over every rock to find an answer and solution for why you're in separation, that shows your determination and persistence, and that you regard your twin flame union highly. And that's not a bad thing. That's a very good thing. It is a divine union of souls. It is your counterpart. This person is designed to be with you eternally. So of course it's of the utmost importance. And one mistake people make is that they don't place it at the top of the importance. Because why? Because your twin flame union is all of who you are, right? You're one half of the wing, they're the other half, and you can't fly very far in life unless you've got that handled. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be in harmonious union to start your life purpose. It just means you understand that you're already one with your twin flame, and that whatever you're doing and whatever they're doing is what your union is working on. And as you follow and practice the teachings, the inner work that we teach, you are going to magnetize your twin flame to you. You will. And it takes some time and practice and dedicated effort, but it will go faster the more you commit to this path and the more that you commit to loving yourself and loving them. So I'm here to tell you some good news. We have brought back the Twin Flame Soul Design Report. This is going to tell you everything that you need to know about your soul's design on Earth, how you're meant to serve, what your energy is supposed to flow like. These are things that maybe have been a mystery. Maybe you've been trying things out, different jobs, internships. Maybe you've had several jobs and you just can't find the thing that fits because you feel uncomfortable in your life. Maybe you feel like nobody gets you, or you feel misunderstood, or like your gifts aren't being valued or seen. And the Soul Design Report will tell you why that's happening and then give you a path. So this is all done through partnership with you and spirit. So the Soul Design Report is not going to tell you that you're meant to be a firefighter in Oklahoma at this hour. So the Soul Design Report becomes a focus of clarity for you. It's going to bring you clarity about your and your twin flames soul design together. So you can get that. I'm going to put the link in the description and in the comments. So hop on over and check that out. But if you're starting to like lose feelings for your twin flame, don't worry, because it is something that you can relax about, right? You want a love that lasts. You don't want a love that's like a firework that pops and then nothing. You want a love that lasts, and you want a love that lasts forever, like a smoldering fire that builds and grows in heat. And I promise you, as I've gone deeper on my twin flame journey, you're going to fall deeper and deeper in love with your twin flame, but it's going to be this kind of steady, stable love that really fills up your heart and soul and mind all the time. So thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment if you have a question, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.